English Teacher, Part 108. Ensure that all your students can see and hear you clearly. Remember that when you face your students, they see your right and left in reverse. If possible, therefore, conduct your demonstration so that your students will not have to make a right-left transfer. There are steps in demonstration, and that's what we have got in a figure. Number 1, presenting setup demo materials, review prerequisites, provide objectives and establish set. Number 2, demonstrate as students watch but do not yet do, repeat drawing steps from class. Number 3, students do with instructor step by step, does not in front of the class, repeat as appropriate. Number 4, students practice as instructor circulates, provides feedback and correctives and reinforcements. Number 5, students practice independently. Number 6, test re-demonstration. Give further practice, repeat as often as appropriate. Establish set. State the objectives of your demonstration and establish set. If necessary, review the prerequisite knowledge or skills. Provide an overview that lets the students know how and why it is important for them to learn the skill you plan to demonstrate and motivate them to do so. If appropriate, highlight points that the students should watch for. Secure and maintain attention. Secure undivided attention before you begin a demonstration to maintain students' attention. Keep your demonstration moving while watching for nonverbal clues of inattention or lack of understanding and checking for comprehension as necessary. Demonstrate. Be sure to make your action and the sequence of the skills and sub-skills very plain. Do not move too quickly. It is sometimes helpful to perform an act at normal speed and then repeat it in slow motion. If a procedure is complex, break it into steps that you can demonstrate separately. Describe and explain. As you perform your demonstration, describe each step clearly and concisely. Stress key aspects, making your explanation as interesting, complete, and relevant as you can. For students need to see how skills relate to what they have already studied and what they will study later. Do not include too many details in a single explanation or give more directions than a beginner can possibly assimilate at one time. Record key aspects. You may find it useful to record important steps or points for review on the whiteboard or on a transparency or a handout. Re-demonstration. To ensure that your students understand, repeat the steps as necessary, checking to see the students how and why to perform the process and whether they are ready to advance to the practice. Provide practice. I beg your pardon, please. Provide practice. Students should begin their practice of a new skill or sub-skill by performing it with you step by step as often as necessary. When you are satisfied with their performance, you should have them go on carefully monitored, individual guided practice that has success rate of 80% to 95%. Assign independent practice only after you are sure that your students can perform the skill and well enough to do it correctly without any frustration. At each stage of the practice, it is important for you to provide prompt, descriptive feedback, correcting and reinforcing as necessary. Giving directions. Direction giving is a critical skill that you will use many times each day to arrange distribution of materials and supplies, completion of assignments and activities, relocation of individuals or groups, and transition from one activity to another. It is also a skill essential to implementing rules and procedures that create and maintain a classroom climate that supports learning. We've got another case study for next video.